to my channel. I'm your host, Carol, and I'm film about relationships, growth, lifestyle. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the ways that God speaks to me directly. Now, I know God speaks to everybody in different ways, so I'm just going to be sharing my own personal experiences with you, how God can talk to you, or how He's talking to me, so we all can just be aware. We can be spiritually awake, not to miss the voice of God when we hear it. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into this video. Okay, now one of the major ways God talks to me is through dreams. I know a lot of people have this same experience. A lot of people have experienced God talking to them through dreams. But before I started my walk with God seriously, I do not take this dreams issue seriously. Like, everybody knows I'm the joking Carol. So I never ever took it seriously. There were revelations I would see in dreams, but I'll just wake up in the morning and just damn it. Like, it's a dream, it's silly. I never really got to understand the deep spiritual things that actually are connected to dreams. You get, to me it was dream, it could never be reality, it could never even happen. So I would never even consider it to begin with. But after I started my work with God consciously, I started seeing how God has been using dreams to talk to me. And the day I came to this reasoning, as in, this is God talking to me through dreams, I got to understand that okay, I've been gifted with hearing God through these dreams. And I just got to that place where I'm like, okay, fine, this is it. I accept now that this is how one of the ways which God talks to me. I just went to YouTube, and the first thing I saw was a video from a YouTuber I've never even watched. Her video that was talking about, I think, 5 ways to know you're spiritually gifted with dreams, or something relating to spiritually gifted and dreams. That was the first video that popped up on my page. And because I'm already aware that YouTube is one of the major ways God talks to me, I knew this message was for me. So I knew for sure that this was God wanting me to watch this message to bless me at that time. So I clicked on it, and when I watched it, I was just marveled. Like, I'm probably going to leave the link of that channel and the video down in the description box so you can watch it. I've forgotten the name of the channel, but I have it in my downloads. I'm going to look for it and leave it in the description box and on the screen so you can go and watch the video and understand what I'm talking about. So when I watched that video, I was just like, why is she making as if these are things that I knew were normal to me? She spoke about the ability to continue your dream. Like, you can wake up at night and do something, or you go to pee and you come back and sleep and you continue that same dream. In my head, I'm like, it's normal, everybody can continue the dream. I had no idea some people cannot continue their dreams. She spoke about the ability of you being able to take yourself out from a bad situation in a dream. She spoke about the ability of you. She spoke about, I think, 5 things that she spoke about, that for if those things happen to you, as when it concerns to dreams, it means you're spiritually gifted when it comes to dreams, and that's a way God is using to talk to you. And the thing just hit me, and everything she spoke about there, that was me. I was like, this is me, Elomo, this is me. So I contacted one of my pastor friends and we spoke about it, and he was like, I don't know how you have been dwelling on this thing, because this is clearly God trying to tell you lots of things in your dreams, but you have just been slacking. You have been slacking. So after having that conversation with my pastor friend, we spoke about it, and then he told me that each time I have a dream, I should wake up in the morning and write it down. I should dedicate a special book just for that, so that I should not even think of forgetting. Okay, I should take them more seriously. I should write it down so that even if it's to happen in 3 months time, I can go back and read it and be like, okay, this was what God was trying to tell me at so and so time. So I took that advice, around with it, and fam, I think God just had to actually do something to make me, to convince me more that this is me talking to you. Do you get? Because I was still in that point of dreams are just fictions. Like, it doesn't happen. What's the correlation between life and dream? I was still at that mind frame, but I was open to the option, so I was just like, okay, fine, I was going to do that. And I slept that same night. We spoke about that. The same night, I mean, God is so intentional. That same night, I had a dream, and in that dream, my cousin was telling me something that I could not even just even believe that he could ever say, because I had met him few days back, and he was so excited about a particular thing I was supposed to do for him. And in that dream, all of a sudden, he was telling me not to do that stuff again for him. So in my head, I'm like, this dream does not even make sense. I woke up from the dream and I'm like, it doesn't even make sense, because there is no way this my cousin was so excited for me to do this is going to change his mind. But for the sake of being obedient, I'm just like, okay, let me just follow what this my pastor friend advised me to do. Let me write that dream down so I don't forget it. So I woke up about 5 a.m. that morning. I wrote that dream down. I got ready, prepared myself. I went for morning mass. And I'm coming back from morning mass. I picked up my phone, switched on my data, and fam, the first message I'm seeing is from this my cousin, and it was a voice note. It did not even occur to me like, okay, maybe what's he even trying to say. I was just like, okay, a message from him. And once I opened the message and I clicked on that voice note, the first thing I heard was the exact same words he used in my dream. As in, how can I was like, how can this be real? How can this be possible? I was like, I was left all this, I was taken aback. I was so shocked. As in, the exact things he said in my dream, those were the exact words he said the following morning in that VN. I did not even finish listening to the VN. As I heard those first exact words, I just paused it. I went and to my pastor's friend's chat page, and I just wrote to him, because he's somebody who wakes up very early as well. So I sent it to him. I'm like, how can this be so legit? That was when I knew that, okay, this is God just trying to convince me that this dream is not as fictitious as you think. This is me trying to tell you that this thing can happen and this thing cannot happen. That was the moment I was convinced, convicted that this dream matter, this is God talking to me. I was so happy that had to happen, like to actually make me see that, yes, this is it. Okay, so yes, if you are like me, please don't make this mistake I made by thinking that dreams are dreams. It can never come to reality. It's just fiction. That was my major consolation, that dreams are just fictions. It can never even come to reality. Blah 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 blah. Please don't make this mistake like me. Take your dreams so seriously, because they are actually serious like that. Don't play over them, because there are certain things that have happened to me that God has shown me way back in my dream, but I didn't take it serious. If I would have taken it seriously, it would have prevented so many other things that came as a consequence of me neglecting that dream. Okay, so please don't make the same mistake I made. That's why I'm here to share my experiences with you, so you don't make the same mistake I've made, so we all can move forward. Or am I even doing that? I don't know. But yes, so that's one of the major ways God talks to me. Now the second thing I'm going to talk about is social media. That's one of the major ways God talks to me. I already mentioned YouTube in the first point, but this second point we're talking about social media. Fam, I used to minimize social media, like everybody is there to catch cruise, right? I know you take it serious, but when I got that understanding that, okay, this is God talking to me through social media, everything changed. I think there are so many times that once I had the idea of doing something in my head, I could just be thinking of doing maybe a business or something, a major step I'm about to take in my life. And when I'm just thinking about it, like, will it work, will it not work, how should I go about it, where am I going to start from, all those thoughts are popping in. The moment I go to social media, that's what I can find everywhere. Like, the the headings of the videos are direct. I go to Facebook, the same thing, YouTube, the same thing, even Google, the same thing. And I'm like, is this not it? Not to talk of YouTube. Even, you know, when YouTube wants to suggest you something, when YouTube means to push something forward to you, like a channel you've never ever subscribed to, you have never watched any of the videos, it's not even closely related to their kind of content, but all of a sudden that person makes that video, and you see that it's even a video of maybe like 2 to 3 years ago. It's an old video, it's not a recent video, but because you need it at that time, it's helpful for you at that time, God makes it to pop up on your home screen. And to me, that's how it works for me. And if I don't click on that video, fam, it's like it's pestering me. It will keep on popping anywhere. That means I'll even go to Facebook and IG, I'll see that particular video has been sponsored. It will keep on, I say, it's pursuing me. And the moment I click on that video and watch it, That's it. It is gone. As in the normal YouTube algorithm, what you click on, right, they start suggesting you other videos of that person. But that's not the case. Once I watch what I'm supposed to watch and get that message, that person's channel disappears. Like, I cannot find any, like, they don't suggest me any other video of that person. Nothing to nothing. Like, the person just goes mute. Do you get? So that's just a way to tell you that God was really wanting you to get this message. And it's funny how it's so direct. So there are times when I'm thinking about something and I'll legit just say, let me go on social media to clear up my mind. I'm going on social media just to catch cruise. Like, let's laugh, let's relax. But the way it is, so it comes direct, the message comes direct to me, I will just start laughing. Like, how can God be so direct? Like, how can he be so intentional? Like, how you just do this? Like, even if I don't want to vow. So social media is one of the major ways God uses to talk to me. That I know for sure. I can testify on so many occasions how things have popped up on my social media accounts that are not even related to things I would normally watch, but they have blessed me, they have spoken to me. I know this was God talking to me. I could relate. Like, this is me, Elomo. So if you're like me, who knows that you're taking social media for catching cruise, as in you're just there to catch cruise, nothing serious, nobody can tell you anything serious there, we're all there to catch cruise, please don't make the same mistake I made. Be more spiritually alert so you can identify that this is God trying to talk to you, or this is the devil trying to talk to you. Your spiritual antennas have to be alert for you to be able to understand, master, and grab the effect. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is peace of mind. Peace of mind is one of the ways that God uses to talk to me. If I'm confused about a situation or what to do or what not to do, if I have peace of mind about that thing, I just go with it, because I know this is a way God is trying to tell me that do not worry, you're going to be okay, follow this path. But the moment I start being skeptical about something, I'm like, no, I don't have peace of mind about it. Like, there are things you want to do. Have you ever experienced this situation that there are things you want to do, but you don't just find peace doing it? Like, maybe you're supposed to travel, and about like 2 to 3 weeks before you travel, you're restless, you cannot sleep, you keep thinking about the journey, you keep having frightful dreams. Like, everywhere you go to is like everybody's talking about accidents. Like, you don't just have peace of mind about that trip you're about to take. That's it. So to me, peace of mind is a major aspect. Once I don't have peace of mind over anything, fam, I just leave it and relax. I cannot come and kill myself. Nada. I cannot even just come and kill myself. So that's how I know that peace of mind, for me, peace of mind is everything. It is everything. Peace of mind tells me if I should take a step or if I should not take that step. Peace of mind tells me if this thing I'm thinking of, if it's a good thing or not. There are times when just I'm having a negative thought, the way my adrenaline will increase in my body. All of a sudden I'll have palpitation. My heart will just start beating like boom, 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 as if I'm under panic attack, or as if I'm faced with a gunpoint. I'm at gunpoint. So I just got to that understanding that peace of mind for me is one of the ways I know that this is God assuring me that this step you're about to take, my child, be calm, be still, I will drive you through this part. But the moment I don't have peace of mind over that thing, I wash my hand and I leave it. Okay, so these are the 3 major ways that I came to share with you guys on how God talks to me and how I have been taking them for granted. I've taken these things for granted for the longest time before I started my walk with God. And I don't want you to do same. Please be spiritually active, be spiritually alert, not to take these things for granted. Be keen to listen to the word of God, be keen to listen to God's voice. I think you should study the word more, because when you study the word more, that's how you'll be able to identify God's word more. It's basic understanding. It's very logical. If you stay with your parents every day, you're hearing their voices every day. Even if you come for PTA meeting and you are in the dormitory, or you're not even in the hall, and your mother wakes up and holds the mic to talk, you get her voice, you will know that that's my mother talking. Even if you don't know if she has come to school or not, you know that's my mother talking, because you're so familiar with the voice, you've stayed with the voice almost all your life, so you can easily identify that voice. So that's what I'm going to say. Study the word, develop that love to know the word, and you actually see that you'll be able to pick out that voice amongst distractions. Where there are distractions of you getting confused on what not to do or what to do, when the devil is trying to cloud your mind, you'll be able to hear God's voice, as in your spiritual antennas will be alert, and you'll be able to identify that voice. Okay, so thank you so much for watching till this point. I'm truly grateful, and if you stay to this point, what should I give? I have nothing to give you but to say thank you. I'm grateful. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed on your way out. Like this video, share this video, okay? Share it to your friends, your family, your neighbor, whoever, so the person doesn't make the same mistake I made in my spiritual journey. So yeah, that's it. Bye fam. Hopefully I'll see you unfailingly by the help of God on my next one. Bye.